Oh, dang, Basil. I mean, my goodness. You had a little time off. Can't get it
I mean,
right.
got you
Hey,
dressed
hey,
up in
hey.
there.
My goodness. Happy Friday.
Happy
Happy
Hey,
Friday.
day.
Happy post-Hampton homecoming. Yes.
My
Happy
goodness.
FAMU homecoming.
Well,
Mute,
tell
mute
everybody what
button.
happened, Belinda. What
Well,
happened?
just telling you, it was all worth it. I sound like this still from Hampton's homecoming.
Gotta
Oh,
pace yourself. Gotta pace yourself.
So
Yeah,
so
man.
it's a blessing
oh,
that
oh,
homecoming
It's
is
a
once a
blessing.
year, and that's it.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
It's a true blessing.
No,
That
he's
happens
saying it's a
once a
blessing
year.
he survived it. That's what he's saying.
That's it. Can't do it
Pretty-
again.
Pretty
Hey,
much.
nah. Hey, I'm just like that lady on that TikTok. Boy, we had a time last night. Well, I'm telling you, we had a time last night.
Sir. Captain, this is not 1994. Okay, you have to pace yourself. Okay,
Trying to
need you
tell
to.
you, hey,
Bones don't move the
first stop
same.
I made though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
Ain't gonna
Miles,
lie.
Miles, you know something about that? Having to know how to pace yourself, Miles.
Pace yourself,
You do,
sir.
Miles. You
Pace
do.
yourself.
But I will tell you this: the first stop I made was at CVS and got some Pedialyte.
Nice.
that's right. That's right.
I was
Very
about
good.
to ask, what are the Krogers like in Hampton during homecoming?
So Kroger is not in Hampton.
No.
They have Food Lion and
Albertsons.
that's it.
Albertsons.
Walmart.
No, there's no Albertsons, but they do have a Wawa. Now Wawa is Wawa is the phone. I ain't gonna lie.
Publix.
But
Got Publix in
hold
Hampton?
on, fun about the whole thing, man. Homecoming was excellent. My rental car got towed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even,
But you knew it was gonna get towed. You told
Like,
me
did you
before
read
it
the
was
sign?
towed that my
I did
rental
not
car is
know.
probably gonna get towed.
I did not know it was gonna get
There
towed.
was a sign that said, "Do not park here." He said, "Whatever."
That part.
He said, I'm a Hampton.
He thought he was in a plane and realized he was in a car. You're not navigating
Look
that.
at man.
Right.
Look at man. Here go my parking pass. He said, "All right, go ahead." And when he did that, that was a clue that I should have known.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I
He was
bought
gonna get half of that fee.
He's setting you up to get kickbacks. He's setting you up because as soon as they told your car, they shot him $50. Yeah, I got me another fool. I got me another one.
Hey,
I'm
but
like, how did you get the
funny
park there?
But here's the funny part. I came back to the car to put some bags in the car because I bought some shirts and stuff.
A lot of shirts and stuff.
And I looked around and I said, did my car get towed?
Oh my gosh, Latif.
He said, damn.
No, I ain't even say that. I was just like, I said, hold on. So I walked down to the police officer. And as I was walking towards the police officer, the tow truck was coming in.
With your stuff on it?
No, it wasn't on there. It wasn't on
the
there.
return trip.
Yeah, they was coming back to get another car. So I said, hold on. I said, sir, where are you taking the cars? And he gave me the address. I said, how much is it to get it out? And he gave me the price. I said, thank you. I said, what time do you guys close? He said, we close about 7. I said, all right. I went back to the Q tent and lit up my cigar.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. I heard you had the biggest cigar.
T, I heard you was out there like this.
It was offensive to many.
They got my car, but they can't stop me.
That's what I heard. I heard you said.
Hey, I lit that cigar and I ain't even tripped no more. I left it alone. But the funny thing is, and I was talking to my boys, I was like, 25 years ago,
same thing.
Man, please. I'll try to snatch that dude up out that tow truck.
Right.
And be like, you better go find my car. You better go find my car right now.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. We talked about this in the 90s. We had this one friend and he got drafted, and everything after that point just became funny. anything that happened, it was just kind of funny.
Right.
And we was like, well, dang,
Wow.
Pat
Money
Pocket.
make you laugh. Money make you laugh.
Just see everything funny.
It is.
Different
So-
perspective.
I'm saying that to you.
Exactly. It just became fun. I mean,
The teenager you versus, I'm not gonna say how old you are now. How old you are now?
right.
That just two completely different people.
Two totally completely different people. Like I didn't even and here's the thing. When I went to go get the vehicle, like 20 years ago, it would have taken 5, 6, 7 hours. It took me 45 minutes to get that car back to the lot, and I was back at the tailgate 45 minutes.
That's right.
A big old cigar.
I didn't even trip when he told me. I was like, okay. And I went on about my business.
I ain't mad.
Carry on.
But the funny thing was when I told Basel was like, oh no. Oh no. I'm like, Basel, it's cool. Come over and get this footage. Hey man, hold on. Hey.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Dana, you looking all around. Did you go to Hampton this weekend?
No, I didn't.
He wanted to.
He wanted to though.
No, I didn't.
He kept calling us.
Why you
"What
put
can
that
I
on
get
him?"
in?" No.
Hey,
Stay
hey,
home.
he called Inga so many times. I was like, Dana, come on, dog.
I had the best time with Inga, and I have the best pictures of
I mean,
Inga.
guys, like, give him a break. That is his wife.
Hey, look, one thing about a lie, I don't care who tell it. I was like,
I mean, they only been married for 100 years.
it's an
what
equal
you-
opportunity employer. I was like, I'm like, why you keep calling me and you drunk? What?
Inga and Tomasa made sure Latif and I had the best dinner and breakfast the first night.
Lord
we were
have
there.
mercy.
I don't know how you made sure you had breakfast. Tomas ain't never make up for breakfast. They was
Dinner
drunk all
and breakfast. They sent both over to the
No,
hotel.
it wasn't Tomas. It was what you call him, cousin. Inga's
Oh,
cousin.
Kiva.
I just know Inga and
Who?
Tomasa.
Makiba?
Yeah, Nakia.
Yeah.
She
I
can
know
cook.
they look. They calling me 2 a.m. We just did Jello shots. Yeah, I see y'all about 12. They like, look, oh Lord, we ain't built for this no more. Yeah, you better realize.
Yeah,
I don't know that going in.
right.
The
They
setup.
came in looking good, though. They came in looking good.
Oh yeah, they gonna do what they
Bro,
do.
hey.
I mean, the
Hey, bro, I
presentation
saw them at the party, but Inga had a hat on and she was smiling and everything. Hey, boy, about 2 hours later, I seen both of them holding their shoes,
Okay.
walking out. Holding their shoes, walking out. And I was like, I said, hey, boy, hey, you can't do that no more, can you? These shoes, and you know, Tomasa, these shoes be hurting me. My hair. It got my hair down.
Hey, boy, look, hey.
Hard.
I just knew you were there, Dana.
Nah, I was here with Kaysen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My dog, I told you, my dog relished that grandpa role. My dog doing his thing, boy.
Yeah.
Me and him was drinking beer. No, I'm just
I know
joking.
that's
Not really.
Get it in.
It kills the worms. That's what the old people say.
That's what it
And
does.
Dwight, what did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I was up in Jacksonville holding it down with the Mockin family.
Well, now it's not about us.
It wasn't, but no. Florida Rising and thanks to the folks at Hip Rock Star put on 2 events to try and get folks in Florida to get out there and vote.
Nice.
All understanding that we're here to vote for Black women. You know, we out here,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
holding it down for Black women, and so.
Mhm.
You know, just important. You know, we combine the fun, the good times, but also uplifting the message that
For
we
sure.
we got to make a difference. So most definitely.
Amen.
Gotta make it.
Amen.
I went to a grand event from Florida Rising just before I left here in Miami-Dade.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Dana was there as well.
Yes, it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, he was. He's about to go viral again.
Hey,
I got
boy,
video.
look, hey.
I got video.
Oh my goodness! You have
Boy,
not
about to go viral.
of
My coworker's been talking about them barbecue slides ever since, Dana.
Hey, boy, look.
They had them barbecue slides on.
If I'd have cooked, the food would have been more better because I had on my grilling shoes.
And that food was slamming now.
It really was.
It was. It was.
It
It
was.
really was.
And the drinks.
And I'm trying to figure out, Avis, what keeps happening with your invitations? Are they going into the junk mail or what's happening?
I don't know. Am I missing another invitation?
Because you didn't come Sunday. I mean, the Sunday before. You
They
didn't
must
come.
be going to the junk mail. Because I would have been there.
Because do you have Wakanda on your radar? Yes,
Yep.
because we talked about how many. Wakanda.
Yes.
Yes.
That's on the run. Yes.
And then do you have HBCU honors on your calendar?
I do not.
What that is? I missed them.
I
What?
shall
your
scroll
wife-
through.
Your
and double
wife
check.
already RSVP for you. for
Yeah,
that.
look, I'm pretty sure that. Look,
Yeah, and that's black tie. So you need to go on ahead and get your tux. Yeah. Yeah.
she'll get it. I mean, that's it.
And
Yeah.
so all of us are going to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's on that Wednesday night.
Miles, your tux has to fit, okay? So you can't have a baggy tuxedo, bro. You
I
can't
told you about that, Latif,
Yeah,
right?
your tuxedo's supposed to fit,
Again?
Miles.
I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's November the 9th.
I'll add it to the calendar.
That's the day before my birthday, so I want it to be turned completely up.
It's all the way up just for
Okay.
you.
All
It's
the
Day
way
just
up.
after the
for you.
election, so I just need something to pick.
Harper's birthday is a couple days after that too. So
That's why they act alike.
Kumar's birthday is the 12th.
Harper
They
don't
don't
act
nothing
like Belinda.
Kumar.
Belinda go down the wrong street and act
My
like it's their fault.
And,
My
and
We're going to talk about that in public.
and
My birthday the
we're
3rd.
doing the same thing.
All right.
Melinda, my birthday the 3rd.
It is November the 3rd.
No, September.
Oh. I see why Inga didn't invite you to Hampton.
So we just calling out numbers like Lotto. Hey,
November the 3rd. Dana, bring my gift on November the 9th.
got
Okay? That's what I'm saying. That's
me
what
and you,
I'm saying.
Melinda. You
Well,
might.
let's keep it going, dog. We done talked this
HBCU honors, November the 9th. Okay.
HBCU honors November the 9th, coming to a channel. Black. What is it called? Yeah, Black History Month.
Can you tell some of the people that are being honored?
No, I can't. I really
Man.
can't. And you all can't take pictures and anything like that. It's a television recording, a TV show, so you can't take pictures. I mean, you could take pictures during the party. It'll be a party immediately after, and you can take pictures and stuff like that, but not during the filming. And you know, from what I've been told, I think they said that they didn't want to take your phones at the door, like with what's the guy?
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
That's more kiddish than Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. That part.
No, they're gonna have to take the phones because people ain't.
Can't trust the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Can't help themselves.
No,
Oh,
listen.
wow.
If we have to put in requests for phones to be taken,
Oh my God.
we will.
Are we
Yeah.
really doing that?
We might have to because we hope that you guys are mature enough to handle.
Look,
Listen, y'all can't
Don't
have, you
When
can't
is
have
it
your
like
phones.
that.
supposed to air? When is it supposed to air?
Huh?
Black History Month.
Oh, you won't. It's November, and you won't.
And it's gonna
No,
be
we gotta
filmed
put
right
production. We gotta-
before the holidays.
Yeah, Teef.
So
You're not
you
doing
want people to hold on to them pictures for 3 months.
Yes.
They can't take the
They
picture.
can't take the pictures
You're
to
not
hold on
taking
to.
pictures inside the
look.
Oh,
On the
okay.
red carpet, you can take a picture.
Yeah, you can take the pictures of red carpet, the champagne toes, all of that.
You can take the pictures, you just can't develop them.
Well, no, you just can't film the show. It's like
None of y'all are invited. Don't worry about it. You're not invited. Don't even worry about it. Next.
Your name won't
be posted at the door.
Don't worry about trying to figure out taking the pictures. Don't worry about that.
That is funny.
Do we have to explain this to y'all again?
That is funny. That is funny.
Well, speaking of somebody who took the ball away, is everybody taking stuff away from Kanye or what?
Or is he giving it away?
That's the conversation. That's the conversation.
Right?
Hey, so I saw an interesting take on this whole deal from Russell Simmons, of all people.
Brandy said, "Let her in."
Russell needs to be quiet.
Brandy should have been on time.
Exactly.
Right, Russell does need to be quiet.
Brandy heard we're talking Kim Kardashian adjacent.
Once he gets on,
Brandy had to jump on.
As if she just ran a red light.
I know I was being quiet because I need to hear what Russell Simmons said.
Yeah, what did he say?
I'm not sure about his perspective, but
so Russell came on and he gave a historical interlude about Adidas and stuff like that, and how Run DMC saved them, and how Run DMC was the first, black artist to get a shoe deal and everything, and how that saved Adidas from bankruptcy and stuff like that, or what have you. And so fast forward to now, he correlated it to the fact that Kanye is getting dropped. Ye is getting dropped by everybody, which will allow him to formulate his own and create his own. Like he was basically saying, like, this is an opportunity for him to create his empire minus the establishment and be able to go ahead and create his own. And then he don't have to answer to nobody but himself.
That was what we were talking about. We said because he's very calculated. He can be a hothead, but he could be crazy, but he still knows what he's doing.
Right. In
my opinion, I felt like he did it just to be released so that he can have the freedom to be able to not be subject to someone else. And Dwight, it reminds me of the spirit in which Florida Rising is, because on Saturday, and we're gonna get back to Kanye, but I'm just gonna tell you this. On Saturday, we were sitting there, and when I was walking through Jacksonville with my "I'm voting for Black women" t-shirt, and the stares and the coldness that I was getting in that city from having that on, it made me kind of look at myself to say, oh, wait, what am I doing? Like, what is going on? I remembered I said I have the t-shirt on, and I am in South Georgia. Okay, I forgot. So then when we were talking about putting up the flag poles outside of the event that said, I'm voting for Black women, and probably 99% of the people who were in the actual restaurant were not Black people, even though it was owned by a Black person. The patrons were not Black. The workers were not Black. Right. There wasn't anyone in there that looked like me other than the people who I invited and was expecting. And we were a minority for real. So when I was telling your coworker, and I said, I have the flags going over to the next event, and they're not going to be here because I feel like the reception is making people uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And your coworker's response to me was, I want them to be uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, I said aloud, I forgot you and Dwight work for the same company. Say less. Mm-hmm. We need to put the flags up. So I feel like you all are free. There's a freedom that comes with not having to be subject to other people's opinions and really caring what other people think about your opinion. And I thought that was pretty much the deliberate move of Kanye.
Yeah. So the difference between you and Dwight and Kanye is that Kanye is bipolar and needs his medicine, and y'all don't. And so therefore, he won't be able to function without that. He has the ability to do it and to be on that other level and to create his own or have you. The problem is, will he be on his meds enough to establish everything like that and to have the ball rolling forward? That's the question.
Kanye is an outlier. He's way out there anyway.
He's always been that way, I think.
But here's the thing.
New.
Yeah.
I mean, Kanye West says it's everything I'm not made me everything I am, right? And so I think the challenge that Kanye West has is that, well, first of all, let me just say this. I agree with what Jessica has to say. I think Kanye West understands his platform. I think he understands where he's going. I think he wants the world to think that he is crazy. Now, he may be a little off from what we see, but we don't.
You don't have the answer, Sway.
Right? But the reality is Kanye West, here's the thing that I appreciate about Kanye West. You can say whatever you want to say about Kanye West. Kanye West is 100% him whole self when he walks in, and he knows what he's doing. So we can continue to call Kanye West crazy and all those other things. Kanye West is a multi-billionaire nutcase, if that's what you want to call it. But he knows what he's doing.
He's a multi-millionaire.
Millionaire now.
Listen, he got more knowledge. It don't matter. But he knows exactly what he's doing.
I agree with you.
He has is Kanye West wants to go into to Adidas or Nike and tell you how to run your business. You can't do that. Right. And so, but I think now he's going, okay, you got Aaron Donald, you got Jaylen Brown, you got all these people leaving his label. You got Donda Academy that's going astray. But I think Kanye West knew exactly what he was doing when he said, you know what? I got all this money. I want these people to think a certain way about me. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say this so they'll release me. So I'm not obligated to all this stuff now.
Right.
It's intentional.
Yes, very deliberate.
So that's not crazy. That's different. It's disruptive.
Really?
I really don't think that it was that calculated.
Yeah.
I really don't think that
No,
it was.
I don't think he's calculated either, but he's like, I put him, he reminds me of Trump. Like, they're so
impulsive.
They remind me of the same person.
But you don't think that when he kept saying
that's narcissistic behavior, though.
But
that's a big word I was trying to.
You don't think that he would, when he kept saying Adidas will not drop me, Adidas will not drop me. You don't think that he was saying Adidas drop me?
Drop me. Yeah.
You think that was calculated?
No, his ego really thought that Adidas wouldn't drop him. Like that's the thing.
I don't know, Dwight.
And the
Stop
reason
drinking and driving, Brandy. That's not good.
Here's the thing. And first of all, anytime I completely cannot stand with the notion of a calculation when you're using the exploitation of oppressed people as a platform for which you're trying to do that. Statements, saying outlandish statements is one thing. Trying to equate slavery and talking about Harriet Tubman, I'm not okay with if you're not, as a Black person, understanding what it is that you're doing. So just the inflammatory nature of the statements are problematic for me. Even if it was a calculation to create this notion of what freedom is or what he defines as freedom, Kanye doesn't have the wherewithal or the knowledge to compete against some of the companies that have decided to let him go. And it'd be one thing if he had the infrastructure. It'd be one thing if he had the house, the places out in Asia that were designing and manufacturing, if he had the common sense to do it. But what he's setting himself up for is his own economic exploitation, because now, as an independent brand, he's now potentially setting himself up to be undermined by whoever he believes that are his trusted validators. Prime example, Parler is owned by Candace Owens' husband. Mm-hmm. Candace Owens now comes in and manufactures Kanye now buying Parler as a social media platform that he can say what he wants to say and do what he wants to do. So basically, her calculation was, I'm going to take advantage of this dude who doesn't know any better, and I'm going to set him up in a multi-million-dollar deal to set me and my husband up for financial freedom. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's you allowing yourself to get got. And I'm not saying that you have to be contractually tied to Adidas or contractually tied to Balenciaga in order to be successful. But what I'm saying is there's nobody around a narcissist that's going to not, at this point, choose to exploit the narcissist. That's what happened to Trump. That's currently what's happening to Elon Musk. And it's going to happen to Kanye. And we're going to see ultimately the demise of the creative genius that we knew from the early 2000s because he's allowing himself to get exploited by the people that he's now entrusting, who are saying, say what you want to say, be as free as you want to be, only for their own selfish purposes.
I think Kim told him that.
Well, Dwight, I'm gonna say this to you. I don't know. I know all those guys made. Yeah, but like, look, Trump, Kanye, Elon Musk. Say what you will or want. All of them got 9 lives. All of them. And all of them have controversy, and all of them continue to survive it. So,
but only one of them is a black man, Roy. Only one of the black man.
I understand, but when I see it, I believe it.
That life was short.
Well, I mean, I get it, but when I see it, I'll believe it. That's all I'm saying. The other part of it though is he has so much influence. That's the part I'm curious to see how strong is his influence versus the things that are happening to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just wish him well, man. I mean, you know, that brother, like you're literally watching the implosion of a human being. Mm-hmm. And that scares me because at the end of the day, the thing about Trump is at least Trump has his family, right, you know, to keep the Trump brand going. Ooh. In the case of Elon Musk, he's created his own company. In the case of Kanye West, yeah, there might be a manager or a money manager or accountant. This feels eerily like some old Mike Tyson stuff. The way he had to declare bankruptcy, man. Like it just really, saddened me to watch.
Triple X joggers and some garden boots.
No, it's like watching our own people. It's like you don't know how bigger of an impact that you can be not doing it another way. You talk about being oppressed in your people. Well, you're not. He wants to be like he is the same person as a Elon Musk and a Trump. Well, you're not. You might have the same type of money, but when the support is not there, and we all know that at the end of the day, Kanye is hurting inside.
Well, but to your point though, Brandy, I mean, think about it. What you're saying is maybe we as black folk need to support him though. Like instead of saying Kanye West is crazy and creating all these memes, maybe we need to support him and understand, hey, Kanye West may have some issues. Kanye West ain't been the same since he went to the mental institution. His mama died. And we talk about this dude every other month. And I don't hear no support that I think we probably should do a little bit more often than versus saying he's a nutcase.
Yeah,
let me ask you with all due respect, though. With all due respect,
a white male or whatever. He turns his back on us just as much as we turn our back on him.
I'm not supporting anybody that tells me slavery was a choice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you something. What would our community miss without Kanye? So why would I be supporting him?
That's right. At this point,
all he did was made records. What else has he done?
Anybody that has the audacity, the litigated gall to spew rhetoric insinuating or implying that slavery was a choice and you black, I can't fool with you, dog. I'm straight, man. I'm straight on that. I'm straight, man. I'm straight.
What we need to start doing is lost me.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Roy. That don't just go for Kanye West. That go for all them turncoat out there, man. Like I'm not on that. Like
Candace, Kanye.
You use your platform. You use your platform to further.
But see, but that's listen. That's what I see.
Derogatorily about your own people.
Our community, we're so quick to throw them away. And
I
then
don't
in the
think
same,
so. I think we hold on to people way too long.
I think we were quick.
No.
Hold on.
They've been holding on to Kanye for a while.
We're not quick to throw them away. And the reason
You don't have the answer, Sway.
The reason why we're not quick to throw them away.
5 years. It's been like 5 years of holding on to Kanye.
Hold on. The reason why we're not quick to throw them away is because Charlie Crist is running for governor in Florida, and we are having to vote for him. Charlie Crist created a chain gang against us. What? When he was a governor. But now we're literally, in a literal sense, choosing the lesser of two evils.
Oh wow.
That's a problem right there within itself.
Well, the elections lately have not been for, it's been who we're against. So we ain't really been voting.
I mean, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Nobody has ever been for in the election in any political arena. Nobody has ever came out and said, you know what? I'm going to bring up the Black community and I'm going to elevate them to where they need to be. Nobody has said that or even done that.
Yeah,
Everybody has done exactly the opposite.
You mean in Florida or across the country?
Oh, across the country.
And
mainly in Florida, mostly in Florida, but across the country. You can't tell me there's no state of the union that has taken our community and said, you know what?
That's organized their platform.
Put them up.
Organize their platform
based on us.
Yeah, based on uplifting the Black community in one. No,
and then in our communities, the crazy part about it is that
I know at least one former elected official. I'm just
Hello.
I mean, damn, bro.
Can you call his name, please? Can you say his name?
Say his name.
Maybe even three.
Right. Three with the same last name. Okay.
Right.
And then we have the only communities where entertainers become leaders without doing any type of activism.
Goodness.
But that's a book about his history.
I mean, all these people. Steve Harvey and Kanye went to the White House. What have they done?
Hold on, and Ray Lewis.
And Ray Mo. Don't forget Ray Lewis.
You also don't miss the point. You're talking about you don't know what their alternative is when they go there. You don't know what
they shouldn't even have a platform. They
shouldn't supposed to go. Hey, Dana, I'm gonna go to the White House. Can I get your approval? You don't know what their purpose is and what they're gonna get out of that.
No, their purpose.
How do they earn the right to go?
It wasn't their purpose. It was the image in which they look at us. They only see us as the Bible says as athletes.
The Bible, not the
Bible.
Don't do that, bro.
Christian Walker, give it to me from the Bible.
Let me say this again. You don't have the answer, Sway.
I mean, y'all try just limited. Y'all ain't gonna cancel me. That's what y'all ain't gonna do, okay?
The perfect example is Herschel Walker. That's how they look at us. A dumb jock saying all kinds of off the wall crap.
Okay, Captain. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The Negroes all around.
Dwight asked me to play this because last week, Melinda, Lateef, Brandy, you went to Howard homecoming. How was it?
Woo! HU. You know,
that's your problem. That's why you're breaking up right now.
Oh man,
that's why you're frozen now.
God does not like the ugly.
You don't get to do that.
She froze.
Yeah. You don't get to do that.
Well, let's see if Brandy can get her internet connection straight. And while she is frozen, I want to play this because this is what Senator Bullard had tipped us off on. Go ahead, Val. Oh my
They
goodness.
ready. You have to get ready.
She was practicing that. She had 3-month training.
Like, listen, y'all gonna get this today.
Over everybody.
What?
Listen.
Somebody
Wait.
The high kick.
What school was that? What school was that?
Hampton University.
That was Hampton University.
That was Hampton.
What
That
school was
was-
it? What
that.
school was it?
Hampshire.
It was Hampton.
Illustrious Hampton
That is the
Hampshire
Hampton
University.
All day.
That was a black sorority. The only
Ebony
black
Fire, I
sorority.
believe.
That's a great
Homegirl was working, man. You got to give credit where it's due. Homegirl was working, man.
She had the Stallion / Maxwell knees.
She's a dance
That
instructor.
is funny. Oh God, Maxwell.
I don't
Well,
want
she-
to ever see that video
was
ever again of Maxwell doing that. Stop it, Maxwell.
Girl,
love it.
I was like, Maxwell, now you know.
I mean, there's two ends of the spectrum, Roy. It's either going to be genuine.
Oh,
Right. I don't know if I want to see either one of them, Dwight.
Don't do anyone like that.
Yes, sir. That was Hampton's finest right there. The alumni.
She was working.
She killed that though.
She did that.
That was the alumni.
Yeah, she did it.
Now, what they didn't show was the whole like 30 women along that line doing it.
Yeah.
And all of them was killing it, all shapes and sizes.
that's
Yeah,
right.
they were killing.
It's
What-
something
what-
about
what-
that. You
what
know,
you
when
didn't
you
see,
at the
Latif,
homecoming,
Latif,
you return back to who you were when you were there, and there's no stopping you until you get back home, and then you're like, "What did I just do?"
And then you have all that support because everybody is cheering you
Yes,
on.
they're
They
cheering
know
you
you got it.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
There's no doubt somebody's gonna have to have surgery from a pulled hamstring.
Right.
Pulled hamstring. There's no doubt.
Miles,
Especially when she kicked that leg up to the. Somebody
she's
is
been doing that
pulling.
kick.
Somebody's gonna pull. Somebody has to
Blow
have
before you start
surgery.
went
She
up.
was ready.
Nah, dog.
It wasn't her,
You see
Miles. It
when
was
she
somebody
dropped
like
it
Somebody in the
Bring it
back.
line.
open it on the other
in the
side,
back of the line.
and then she
Maybe
opened it
number
on the
30.
other side. Hey, boy, that's a skill right there. She been doing that, duck.
Yeah, she was ready.
She
She
been
ain't
doing
ready
that.
for that.
Homecoming.
But
I'm
like
going
number
this
12 on
year.
that
I'm
line,
leading the
though?
line.
She hurt right
Practicing
now.
for, like, since January.
Right. They knew who to put up front.
Yes, and she was playing it all. She was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah.
"What? I ain't
Oh,
She's
no.
like, oh, no.
No, if I
No,
wanna do
what
this
y'all
today.
talking about?
Oh.
No, stop. Wait.
She was ready.
No, she was
Talking about
ready.
me?
Right.
You talking about me? Me?
Listen,
No.
that she was about that life. That's what she really
She
was.
was. I
I'm
love
telling you,
it.
boy. That is homecoming, baby.
That is homecoming. Oh, and this is homecoming too, right? That boy.
Whoa.
What is happening there?
I can't with you, Antonio.
He's
He
coming
is
home.
Roy.
Yes.
I guess
Does
you don't
he
want us
still
to throw
play?
him away either, huh? You want us to support him too, huh?
No, you can't throw Antonio. Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
Right.
Roy, you want to support him too, Roy.
Yes, and I do
Give
too. I
him one more
support him.
chance. Give him
Him
one
and
more
Kanye need to get a efficiency together.
Well, he's the
Hey,
president of
No,
Ghana.
Roy, you should leave Hip Rockstar and just become a pastor. Become since you want to love everybody.
Take your message of
You want to
forgiveness
love,
on the way,
hey,
brother.
you want to love everybody and help everybody make it into heaven and get to the other side.
Does he still play?
He is the president of Donda.
Hi, my name is Roy.
I know, but does
I'm a
he?
leader.
Yeah, flag football.
he
on 199.
Everybody and
children's book.
everything.
Say it again.
He was writing children's
He can
books
go
with
sit
him in the
down
window.
somewhere.
Not Pastor Troy, but Pastor Roy.
Neither one of them got black girlfriends, so whatever.
Brandy, like
So it goes back to the earlier point, though, right? if Antonio
You-
Brown is
on
the
that.
president of Donda Sports, that
Hold
means
on,
that the
hold on. Brandy
CEO
said
is
neither
making
one of them
bad
got black
decisions.
girlfriends, and she came from University of
That's
Florida.
true, like,
Went to graduated from university.
Right.
I went to Howard. Did y'all hear me say? Did y'all hear me say HU? You know.
And that's exactly
you
why
froze.
You just learned that.
froze.
You just learned
You
that
knew you was getting ready
yesterday.
to tell a lie, and it stopped the lie from
You just
from being
learned
transmitted
that yesterday.
onto the internet.
You just learned that yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
About
God.
to throw out her freaking
Then
throat.
she said,
Trying to say
Talking about some
when she came back,
HU.
when she came back, she said they kept saying HU, you know. It's not a double constant coordinate or something like that. Why they do you know?
Wait, Belinda. Remember when Belinda had to tell me what the stroll was?
See, Brandy.
We were in the meeting.
Froze
Oh,
again.
Oh, let's get this.
Brandon, you got a lot of catching up to do. You've been
We were in
evading
the
that picking
meeting.
green for a long time, Brandon.
We were in the
Oh my
meeting,
God.
and Brandy was like, "So, you put on the schedule the stroll. So I don't know what the stroll is. I went to a PW. I said, I don't know what the stroll is. What actually is the stroll?" And Belinda was like,
Oh man.
Belinda was like,
I was like, I know what a stroll is. Like, let's go on a stroll.
Gracious,
I mean, why is it on the schedule?
and gracious as my wife was like, so strolling is when we all get together and we sing and we do serenades and we do our little stepping and stuff in a circle and what have you. And she was like, oh, so that's when they like going through the parties and stuff or what have you. And
It's okay, Brandy. We know you were deprived of this experience during your college years in Alachua County. We are aware of that. We're aware of that.
Let me just say
that. Be like,
I want to say
you
that
know,
even though Brandy didn't go to a HBCU, and this was her first time attending a homecoming, I want to say that she was more aware of a lot of the things and what to expect. That's all. She was ready.
She was. I'll give her that.
God bless you, Brandy.
God bless you. God bless you, Sugar.
She's going to FAMU this weekend, so she'll be with Avis and Dwight.
Ooh.
Yes, I will. Yep.
Ooh.
Look,
Listen, I'm telling you now.
Randy switched it up. She went from HU to Strike. Strike again.
Hold on. Where's Basil going this weekend?
Basil's going to the greatest homecoming on earth. The largest.
The greatest show on turf.
College and university.
Hey. So listen, I'm telling you right now. Forget about all Saturday activities.
He's in good hands. He ain't
gonna be able to handle it.
Jessica gonna run that brother ragged. He's gonna run that brother ragged.
We work with him and we know what.
He's not with me. He's not with me at all.
He's gonna be with TT?
No, he's gonna be with my dad.
Oh yeah.
One shot.
You know what?
Look, one shot.
Tell him to cancel his Saturday plans too.
Good job. Hey, that's how you CEO. Good job.
That's a good move. Very good move.
That's a good job. That's a good job.
Very good move.
Barbecue, the stories, and the lick. He might be done by Saturday as well.
Right, exactly.
He'll be done by Friday.
No,
Bob's gonna be like, I got no more
his calendar will be shift. He just needs to be available in the evening.
Bob's gonna be like, I believe your dad committed 3 felonies according to the story.
Yes. Wait, because you know, Mr. Garrett one time he was telling jokes. He said he damn near Richard Pryor. I said, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh,
so he'll be with Mr. Garrett, Willie G.
Nice. Good move.
Look, my daddy is not looking forward to marching in the parade on Saturday morning. But I'm like, we got to get it for the camera. Come on, I need you to pull it together.
Your daddy gonna beat
your daddy an actor. He'll turn it on. He'll turn it on and know how to turn it off.
Your daddy gonna beat your ass like he beat your ass at that picnic that time.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
was April.
I never got in trouble.
So Brandy, so you're drinking and driving, and you don't have both hands on the wheel?
Who's driving? I'm in I'm going 5 seconds a mile.
That's pretty fast.
I'm not even moving, so I can be like this.
Dana, you are on one tonight.
What did Dana say?
Oh my gosh, Dana.
Look, that's
B, you said I'm going 5 seconds a mile. He said that is pretty fast. That's pretty damn fast.
That's pretty much hyperspace. That right there.
I mean, to his point, that is pretty fast.
I meant like 50 minutes a mile.
Don't worry about it.
I went to a PWI.
Yes,
Brandy. Listen. I did too, but no, Brandy. Don't. That's not a good excuse.
You knew what I meant.
Tua, Captain said Tua's back.
Look at his hand. I cannot stand y'all.
Tua is back.
You my dog Tua alone.
She said, "Look at his hand."
Look at his hand.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
I just noticed that. That's not nice, people. That's really nice.
No,
but that's how he holds his hand when he throws the ball, though, Miles.
Anything going on with him?
You sure about that, Roy?
No, seriously, watch a game and watch him throw. That's how he throws. His hands are like that. It's true. But I'm gonna tell you this: Tua, his concussion or whatever you want to call it, it's really changed the game, the whole NFL platform and landscape. I mean, because the reality is that I've never seen the NFL implement a rule so quick, and then the next week Teddy Bridgewater gets breathed on, and then they put him in concussion protocol and put the other kid in, and you can see the domino effect going out throughout the league. And so, I mean
but
it's
look at it like
that,
this, Roy. Remember that's the same physical ailment that cost them almost $1 billion in lawsuits. So and in addition to that, they didn't admit any wrongdoing and were to implement this and try to get ahead of this stuff, because what they don't want is they don't want to end up getting sued again.
But Miles, they're not. Here's the thing: you're not even ahead of yourself when you allow the rule or the rules to be so loose in the first place. And then you don't want to take accountability. You call yourselves going to an outside consultant. You never name who the consultant is, right? First of all, let's start there. Right. You don't want to take accountability. And then you say, we fired this guy. There's still no name, right? But the reality is you're not ahead of your game. You just don't want to pay people the money. Because, I mean, you got guys like Mike Ditka, and some of these older players have talked about this stuff for years.
Yes, they have.
And then you get some guys will go, hey, well, I guess it's part of the game that I'm a player. And, I guess this is going to happen to me. But the reality is that we're playing a game where you put these rules in place. If you have them in place, you follow the rules. So then my question to you then, what amount of culpability do you put on the league, and what amount of culpability do you put on the players? Because you and I have had this discussion before. When it comes to the NFL and it comes to people playing football since they were in Pee Wee leagues, dreaming to get to the NFL, they all understand the inherent risk that comes with banging their bodies against another human being, running full speed. The other thing is a lot of them have admitted publicly that if they had to do it all over again, they would do just that. So I understand the notion that you want to protect guys from themselves. But with that being said, there still has to be a certain amount of culpability on the players as well. Nope.
So how much do you? So you don't think so? So you think it's
100%? But here's why I say that, though. Here's why I say that. Because once you sign that contract, you are a product of the NFL. They can control your money. They can tell you what you do on and off that field. So why would you not, when it comes to that, not be responsible for it?
Because you don't have to sign the contract.
You're still but you're still once you sign that contract.
You don't have to sign the contract.
You don't have to.
If I don't agree with the terms, if Roy Knox comes to Miles Battle and says,
you are a product of the NFL. That's the part I'm trying to get you to understand.
Regardless, for your witty verbiage that you spew every Friday evening on Hip Hop Rockstar, we're going to pay you $10 an hour. And I sign it. Am I not beholden to that? Whether that's
once you sign it and I have insurance, you still are a product of Hip Rockstar.
Hold on, dog. Yeah,
but it's still not your job
because you didn't put in the contract that I'm gonna get the dog crap knocked out of me.
But you already know that till you playing football.
So, Miles, I don't know that.
The NFL says, and the owners and the team say you are my product.
I done ran 1,500 yards. Ain't nobody touch me.
The NFL and the team, Miles.
I done ran 1,500 yards. Ain't nobody touch me.
You. What's good for the goose has to be good for the gander.
So that's like saying
have it both ways.
Hold on.
You can't have it both ways.
So that's like saying because I fly planes and then it crashed. Oh, you knew it was gonna crash.
I don't like
part of the game.
That analogy is terrible.
Like
no, but he's telling the truth though, Miles. You
try again, That analogy is terrible. Because guess what? Plane crashes don't happen every day. But in every NFL game, somebody gonna get.
Every time I crank up them engines,
you still have to be responsible for that, Miles. That's your responsibility.
It ain't gonna make it on the ground safely.
Yeah, Miles. Once you signed the deal and you worked at the airport,
your responsibility. I don't know what the mechanics did on the engines, or I don't know what they did in the back.
That's true, T. But guess what? Like I said, plane crashes don't happen every day. In every NFL game, somebody gets hit pretty hard. That happens every NFL game.
We understand that, Miles, but there's somebody who's responsible for your helmet. There's somebody who's responsible for your padding. There's somebody responsible for the field. There's somebody who's responsible for every move you make when you suit up. So they have to protect you. You are your employee, Miles. And there's no way
around it. You signed up for that inherent risk because
you're a real estate agent. If a building falls on you, you go, well, that's not my responsibility.
Put on camera.
The team want to see his drinking buddy. Come on.
That's their responsibility, Miles.
I just don't know if I agree with that, man. Hey, what's up, Inga? What's happening?
How y'all doing?
Not to the extent in what you say it is. Definitely not 100%.
No, here's the thing. Here's the part that you're forgetting. It's a job, Miles. That's their job. That's their occupation.
You signed up for it, though.
They play like I'm playing.
No, Miles. Otherwise, they would just be signing waivers. They wouldn't be employees.
You signed the contract, man.
It don't matter. Because you're signing the work for them, Miles.
Like, you signed the contract to be a part of this. You understand the inherent risk. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, I want my value to be $200, $300 million, and then when you get hurt, put the blame on the NFL. You can't do that. That doesn't compute. That's oxymoronic in my opinion. From that standpoint, I'm not, and make no mistake about it, Brandy. I'm not saying that the NFL doesn't incur some of the culpability and liability as it pertains to the concussions, because there was information that was withheld. There's a lot of moving parts and varying dynamics. What I am saying, though, however, saying is that as a player, you know the inherent risk. And you signed up for that inherent risk. So you can't just place all the blame one-sided and say, well, no, because I play for the Washington Redskins or because I play for the Miami Dolphins.
You're using the word signed up loosely, Miles. It's a contract.
And especially considering the fact
that's the contract. You work for them. So don't make it sound like you just signed up.
Especially considering the fact that there are players who have walked away from the game because of that risk and retired and said, you know what? No, I'm not comfortable with that. I want to be able to play with my grandkids. No, I'm not comfortable with that. I want to be able to be something else.
It's no different than when you left your job.
And they simply just walked away because they know the risk. Because they know the risk.
I'm leaving my job, Miles. That's what that's called. I'm resigning, Miles. It's called resignation.
Regardless of how you put it, but they know the risk, Roy, and they walked away from it.
Well, I'm not saying they don't know the risk, Miles, but what I'm saying to you is that the NFL,
Randy, you straight in the black.
All those guys, they are responsible for those players when they sign them on a piece of paper. That is their employee.
To run the light in the car.
No more, no less, and that's the responsibility.
I know. I'm in the dark now. It's awful.
Lala Anthony.
Lala and Carmelo.
Lala Anthony.
They just got back together. I'm just kidding.
No, for real?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Miles was like, oh, we got an entanglement.
Yeah, boy. We haven't had an entanglement discussion in a minute, man. We got to bring the entanglements back, dog. Y'all killing my segment. I'm not famous no more. Damn it. Ever since Will and Jada done faded into obscurity.
There was another entanglement story after that. Who was it?
Mm-hmm.
There was another entanglement story.
Man, it's an entanglement story every week, man. This in Hollywood, man. Somebody always doing.
So what's
something.
happening with Lala? What's going on?
She just said that ever since Carmelo came to New York to play for who? Who did he play for?
He got traded to New York from the Nuggets from Denver.
Yeah, that was when their marriage just went downhill. It was all because he
Once he was out there in Denver.
Yeah, that groupie action ain't the same. That groupie action ain't the same in Denver as it is in New York.
No, it ain't the groupie action. It's the altitude. You have less oxygen, so you ain't really think.
Mr. Pilot himself.
It's also the groupie action.
It's a groupie
action.
Right. Tell him, Dwight.
I mean, New York is the city that never sleeps, sir.
I mean, y'all let Shawnee O'Neal tell it. Shawnee O'Neal said the worst groupie action is right in Dade County.
Was in Miami.
Well, that's why LeBron got invited.
Did his 4 years of college and skedaddled out of here, Dwight, didn't he?
Savannah was like,
trying to hold on to my wife. I ain't gonna
I don't know if y'all heard about LeBron. LeBron supposedly has them sign NDAs.
He ain't the only one. He ain't the only one, Roy.
I mean, that was Shaq's old move too.
He ain't the only one. He ain't the only one.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah. He ain't the only one.
But not Latrell Sprewell.
Miles Battle too.
You better stop that. Hey, sir, I've been married so long I don't forgot what it feel like to have options. It ain't.
So what? Dwight, before we go, give us a recap. Give us a recap.
Listen, Val Demings. What was that? Val Demings is officially Auntie Val for the way she handled Marco Rubio in the debate. She told him off on multiple occasions. Called him a lie to his face. It was fun to watch. She definitely came out swinging, and I'm sure impressed a few folks. Hopefully, picked up a few points in the polls because of it. Because she did not come to play that night.
Give us a recap of the governor's race.
Oh, the governor's debate. Yeah. So in both cases, you're only going to get one debate: one for the Senate, one for the governor, and Ron DeSantis and Charlie Crist came out. Ron DeSantis at some point just started to look just out of sorts. He couldn't answer whether or not he was going to commit to be the governor for the next 4 years. Wow. Every time he was asked to do it, he just kept silent and making these weird facial expressions.
Right, because he ultimately he wants to run for president.
Yeah. It's the worst kept secret in the country. So right, he wasn't going to commit to that. The one, I guess, kind of messed up note was he did throw a jab at Charlie Crist and said, "The only old donkey I'm trying to retire is you." I believe was the quote.
Ooh, that's good.
And I was like, oh, you got comments and words, okay?
Yeah,
words.
But he gave me a real American Psycho vibe the whole time that he was.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen Christian Bale in American Psycho,
but he's gonna win though.
Yeah. Hope everybody on here voted.
Right.
To vote.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll see
you tomorrow, Senator. I'm going tomorrow.
See you all next week, and we'll have more homecoming recaps for you right here. See you next week. Peace.
Hampton Band.